Good morning, everybody. We'll begin today's session. The first question, you are given this figure. It is formed by inscribing a black square inscribed in a white circle, which is again inscribed in another black square of 2 centimeters side. If a point is chosen at random inside the figure 1, what is the probability? This is the whole figure 1, okay? What is the probability of that point that it will be in the black area, shaded black area, okay? We'll follow the same technique. Try solving it on your own and we'll solve it together. Here, in order to find the probability that the point, whichever you are choosing, will be within the black area, is actually the proportion of the black area with reference to the white part in the figure. Okay. If you find the proportion of the black area, sorry, not with reference to white, but black area with reference to the whole figure 1, which is a square of 2 by 2 centimeters. If you just find that proportion of the black area, you will be able to find the probability. That is exactly the probability because.
Ma'am, matlab in this which point we have to find?
Yes. What did somebody said something?
Yes, ma'am. In this which point we have to find?
You have to find the probability of the point to be in the black shaded area. You don't have to find a point. It's written here, right?
Okay.
What is the probability that the point will be, any point if chosen, will be in the black shaded area?
Okay, मतलब हमको जो ब्लैक स्क्वायर है उसका साइज मतलब ढूंढना है.
No. I'll just explain. I'll just solve it. You just be there, okay? While I'm solving it. See, in this case, what is happening is it's actually not that confusing. You have to just find the probability of if any random point is chosen that that point will be in the black shaded area. You don't have to find the area of the black square, okay? In order to find the probability for a point in the black shaded area, all you have to do is find the proportion of the black shaded area with reference to the whole square of 2 by 2. Because if you find the proportion of that black shaded area, that is actually the probability, because that is a ratio which says that this much percent is occupied by black part, which is exactly the probability that some point will be in the black shaded area. Okay. So in order to find the proportion of the black shaded area, we'll have to find the total area of the square, which is 2 by 2. We have to find this area of the circle, and then we also have to find the area of the inner black square. In order for that, we know the area of the square, which is 2 by 2, which is 2 into 2. So area of a big square is equal to 2 centimeter side is equal to 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4 centimeter square. Okay. Now, I know the radius of the circle because the side of the square is 2 centimeters. So naturally, the red line which I have drawn will also be 2 centimeters, which means the radius of this circle will be 1 centimeter. So, area of white circle of 1 centimeter radii is equal to, I'll say this area A1, I'll say this area A2 will be equal to pi r square, which is pi into 1 square, which is equal to 3.14, approximately equal to 3.14 centimeter square. Okay. Tisha, correct answer. Anvi, you will have to define, you have to write the value of pi and solve it. You cannot keep it as an equation in this. Now, I know, 1 second, let me draw another line. This blue line which I have drawn is also the radius of the circle. That dimension is the blue line dimension is also actually 2 centimeters only. This blue line is the diagonal of, 1 second, is a diagonal of this blue triangle which I have drawn. Because I need the area of the side, I will consider the Pythagoras theorem and take the area of, say, x, y, and z, x, y, z triangle. So area of x, y, z triangle is equal to whole root of, sorry, let's just not jump there directly. The x, let me just write the side square. So if the side dimension is x and x, the Pythagoras for triangle x, y, z, by Pythagoras theorem, it will be 2 square is equal to x square plus x square. 4 is equal to 2x square. So x value is root 2. So I know the value of x is equal to root 2 here. So area of inner square is, I will say A3, inner the whole square. I'm not taking the triangle. I know the side is inner square of root 2 side. I also found the side by this formula of Pythagoras by f x, y, z. So A3 will be equal to root 2 multiplied by root 2 side square, which is equal to 2 centimeter square. I have found now all the areas. So area of black part, or the probability of point in to fall in the black part is equal to the whole area of the black part is A1, which is the total area, minus the circle part, circle का कहाँ गया? Sorry, 1 second. A1 minus the circle is, well, yeah, A2, 314. So A2 plus the inner square, which is also a square, plus the inner black square, which is A3. This will equal to 4 minus 3.14 plus A3 ka value is 2. So this will be approximately equal to 2.86. 1 second. Just cross-checked. Yeah. So this is the area of the black part. Sorry, this is not the probability. Sorry, 1 second. The probability, this is just a total area of the black part. We have to find the probability or the proportion of black part is equal to 2.86 upon the total area, which is 4, which will approximately equal to 0.715. So the required probability that we are looking for, which is the proportion of the black square, is 0.715. Any doubts, any questions in this? Okay. Move to the next one. Here, you're given 2 discs. These 2 discs are spun randomly and they come to rest after some time. What is the probability that the sum of the 2 numbers in the 2 discs pointed by the red arrow equals 7 or more? We have to find the probability of such that the sum of the 2 numbers which come in both the discs equals 7 or more. Don't go by proportion in this case, okay? Here, the total, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 numbers in both the disc. Sorry. So total possibilities or combinations will be equal to 4 in one disk multiplied by 4 in another disk, which is 16 combinations is possible. These are the total combinations which are possible when I rotate the disk. Now, I have to specify, I'm not looking at all combination, but I'm looking at only those combinations whose numbers with both the 2 numbers equal 7 or more. Now, when I take up, say, a number 5, I'm not going to list down all the possibilities, but I'm going to take up 111 numbers, and all I'm going to do is find which, so for example, if I take number 5, with 5, which are the numbers which I add on, when I add on equals, will give me the addition to be 7 or more. Okay, I will do that for 5, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll say, chalo, let me take disk A. I'm writing disk A and disk B. So let me take disk A, and I say that if 5 is a number which comes, which the pointer arrives at, then with 5, which are the other combinations in B? Here, Tanvi, Kavya, correct answer. which are the other combinations in disk B which will equate to an addition of 7 or more. Rishabh, correct answer. So this is the one. So I'll say, chalo, let's start with 5. So 5 ke saath, the possible with 5 number, the possible combinations will be 5, 2, then 5, 3, 5, 4, and 5, 5. So all 4, okay? Because all 4 will equal to 7 or more. With 4. 4, 2 is not possible. 4, 3, 4, 4, and 4, 5. With 3. 3, 3 not possible. 3, 4 is 7. And 3, 5 will equal to 8. With 2, it will be just 2, 5. 2, 4 is 6. That's not possible because we are looking for 7 or more additions. So these are all the possibilities which will equal to 7 or more when you add the two numbers, which will equal to 7 or more number. So the total number of possibilities with 7 or with the numbers when added up to 7 or more will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 combinations. Now I know the total combination is 16. I know there are only 10 combinations which will equal to 7 or more when added together. So the probability that I'm looking at is 10 upon 16, which is approximately equal to 0.625. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. Okay. So here you're given a 3D object. You have to find the non-contiguous, basically all the surfaces that are there in this object. You have to find the total number of surfaces that are there in the object. As simple as that. You are given two sides of the same 3D. Rishabh, I think if it is provided, Rishabh, if in the exam you are suggested in the question itself that you have to write the fraction, then only write the fraction. If it is not written, then stick to decimals. Go up to 2 or 3 decimals, not more than that. Unless suggested, don't write decimal or don't write fraction unless it is suggested. Prithvi, wrong answer. In this case, if you observe the figure very carefully, there is one part, and I will outline it in one diagram, which is, I would put it that way, it's repeating. Okay, if I just count the one side. So for example, excuse me. If I just count the surfaces that are there in the front, only in the front and not the back surfaces here, this back surface, not counting this back surface. If I just count the surfaces in the front, this surface will be getting repeated 1, 2, and 3 times on all the 3 sides. Because that is unique. Okay. ये जो इतने पार्ट में ये पीछे वाला surface out count, you don't count the back surface because that is one continuous surface going through and through. If you just count the upper part this much, that you have to just multiply it 3 times. Then once you do that, count the surface that are there in the middle part, in the front view, in this front view. Then go to the back view and count if any surface you are missing out. Kavya, Rishabh, wrong answer. Sure, let's do it, okay? Tanvi, wrong answer. Chalo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the bottom part, just this one. I'll say 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are total 8 surfaces which are getting repeated 3 times, which will be equal to 24. Besides that, now this 8 surfaces are counted in all the 3, this part and this part also. There are no other surfaces which are remaining, okay? So I will now count the middle part. 25, or wait, let me not write double figure. So I'll say again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. I'm still yet to count the figures in the surfaces in this part. 6. On the back side, this is one continuous surface, so 1. Use a different color. 1, 2. 3, the bottom whole surface. 4, 5, and 6. Besides this, there are no other surfaces left. So the total will be 36. Any doubts, any questions in this? Okay, we'll move to the next one. Here, you are provided a wooden partition with hinges. The hinges are kept at these red lines. Wherever there are red lines, the hinges are kept. Which means you can fold it up, you can make any number of combination that you want. In these hinges, in this partition, which of the given options showing the force is or are possible? It says is or are possible. One or more option is possible, which means if I, for instance, if there are hinges in all the sides, I can do a combination where this plate 1 and plate 2 can come together, and all the plates, ye wale jo bhi plates hai, they go behind. I can combine them together to see it, how will they look if I place this plate and this plate together. Because all of these are hinged ones. So ये पूरा plane आपका पीछे जा सकता है, and then you can combine them together. Or you can also do it a combination of this plate and this plate, this plate and this plate if you want. Because this is a hinged, and then all the other plates, they go behind. One or more option is possible in this case. So look at it that way. I'm erasing my scratch marks, otherwise it will be confusing for you to read.
मैम तो हमें तो जिसमें मिस्टेक हो वो वाला ही ढूंढना है ना.
Which are possible, which are the folds that are possible. जो possible नहीं है वो नहीं ढूंढना है आपको.
Okay.
Prithvi, wrong answer. Vishwa, Anvi, correct answer. In this kind of question, you cannot compare the the options here, okay? In this kind of figure, all you have to do is go with a permutation combination. Take this plate, where exactly is this located in the part? Say, for example, this kind of figure is located here. So, इसके बाजू में ये वाला जो figure है आपका, this figure, use a different color. This figure, which is located here, where exactly is that located? That kind of figure is located here. Now, I cannot have a hinged partition where this plate goes behind. ये वाला जो बीच वाला plate है, it's a hindrance. You cannot combine this and this edge together because I need a hinge in between for this and this combination to work. So A is not possible that way. Is it clear how you have to do it? Kavya, here correct answer. Prithvi, wrong answer. Mahi, correct answer. So, sorry for the disturbance. Okay. So, A is not possible. Now, if I go with the option B, again, where is this plate happening? This happens somewhere here, first plate. And I will locate where is the other plate happening. The other plate is happening, this other plate is happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 plates in between. If this was an odd combination, it was difficult, but there's an even combination which is happening. There are 4 plates, which are even numbered plates happening in between. So B is possible by combining first and the last plate. The next part. Where is this plate? Where is this plate happening? This is happening. 1 second. Let me erase this. This is happening here. Where is the other plate happening? The other first plate is happening here, which is of course a hinged combination altogether. So C is also possible. In the next part, I will say, okay, where is this happening? This part, yeah, this part happens here, which is the same one. Then where is the other plate? Yeah, the other plate, which is this one, happens here. So there is a plate happening in between. One plate is placed in between, which means this is not a possible combination. So D is not possible. So the correct answer is B and C. Any doubts, any questions? Okay, move the next one. If gear P is driving gear, okay. If gear P is driving gear, which means P is moving and it rotates clockwise. Which of the following statements is true? In this kind of question, it is actually much better to just write which gears rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. Q, R, S, T, U. Which of these rotate clockwise and which of these rotate anti-clockwise? So in your diary or your notepad, just start working with if Q is rotating clockwise, तो ये ऐसे direction में move होगा, which means Q will be rotated anti-clockwise. So I'll just write C and I'll write A here. C is clockwise, P is clockwise, so Q will be anti-clockwise. If Q is anti-clockwise, which means ये ऐसे direction में move होगा, this part, which means R will rotate in clockwise direction, like this. If R is rotating in clockwise direction, S will rotate in anti-clockwise direction, which means this arrow will be moving upward. So I'll write A here. If this arrow is moving upward, T will be rotating clockwise like this. So I'll write C here, and then U will be rotating anti-clockwise like this. So I'll write A here. So it's just a matter of cross-checking what is what. Q will rotate clockwise and S will rotate anti-clockwise. Q will rotate clockwise. Q is rotating anti-clockwise, S is also rotating anti-clockwise. A is wrong. R and T both rotate anti-clockwise. R and T both rotate anti-clockwise, wrong, because they are rotating clockwise. R will rotate clockwise and U will rotate anti-clockwise. R is rotating clockwise and U will rotate anti-clockwise, which is true. S will rotate anti-clockwise and U will rotate clockwise, which is not possible because U is rotating anti-clockwise. So D is wrong. So C is the correct answer. Any doubts, any questions? In this case, it's just better to sketch this whole gear diagram as an abstract, not like this two-thread thing, but really as an abstract thing like this. ऐसे करके, it is much better to sketch this whole diagram in your notepad like this, and then just write P, Q, R, S, T, U, because it's going to be on screen. So against this, just keep on writing. If this is rotating clockwise, तो ये ऐसे move करेगा. Like we have done this exercise, just keep on doing this. But you will have to make this kind of a diagram in your notepad in order to solve this. Okay. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. We have done this earlier, but a student had asked me, yes, how do you do this? So I have just kept it here. Those who know, please solve it. We'll do it together also, that is okay. In this kind of diagram, what you're given is you're given 30 circles. This is MSQ, one or more answer is correct because this condition is given. Bigger you're given these 4 conditions. Bigger the circle, farther away it is from us. Bigger the circle, farther away it is from us, which means 11 will be actually farther away from you. Thinner the line, but it has a thinner line, so it may be closer to you, little comparatively closer to you also. So red circles are farther away from us compared to the bluer circles. And the last condition is given. In this kind of condition, you don't have to check everything. You just have to go by the options which are provided. So circle 25 is closest to us. Where's circle 25? 1 second. Circle 25, yeah. This is the circle 25. It says the first Tanvi, Anvi, correct answer. Circle 25 is closest to us. It is smaller because it says bigger circle are farther away, which means it's closer to you. Red circles are farther away compared to the blue ones. It is, how should I put it? It is a blue circle, which means it is closer. And also it satisfies the second condition, thinner the line, closer it is to you. It is the thinnest line. Not the thinnest, but it's a thinner line. 4 is the thinnest line. So A is closest, 25 is closest to you because the smaller in circle is blue colored and it has a thin line. So A is correct. Circle 25. Now B is contradicting A. So A we have already established is correct. So B galat aayega. Uske hisab se I won't even go further. Circle 24 is closer to us compared to 14. We just have to compare 24 and 14. 24 is here. 1 second. This is 24 and this is 14. I'll just look at both of them. 24 is closer to us compared to 14. 24 is smaller in size, which means it's closer to you. 2014 is bigger in size. So 24 is closer to you because the thickness is the same. And they both are of same color. So the size comparison only needs to be done. Because 24 is smaller and bigger circle are farther away from you. So C is correct. 24 is closer to you. Circle C, 6 and 8. Circle 6 is closer to us than 8. 6 and 8. Okay, so 6, 8 is here. And circle 6 is here. Thinner the line, closer it is to you. So if you look, compare the thickness of 8 and 6, 8 is thinner line and 6 is thicker line. 8 is closer to you compared to 6. That's where. So 6 is, so D wala option galat hai. So the correct answer is A and C. Any doubts, any questions? So here you are given a 3D object. This 3D object is opened up. Black represents the cut lines and pink dotted lines, they represent the folding lines. You have to guess one or more option is correct. You have to guess when this combination, then when this surface development is opened up, which of the combination will be true for surface development. Now, this kind of questions in some exams, your options are not A, B, C, D, but this may be written as 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the options A, B, C, D will be written as, say, 1 and 2 are correct. 2 and 3 are correct. ऐसे भी दिया हो सकता है. So, you know, in this kind of a combination, if it is given, it becomes even more tricky because you don't know which combination to pick up first. So forget about this part which is provided here. Without don't stick on comparing the option figure if this kind of combination is given, but just stick to the question option figure and just go one by one, which is possible. For instance, when I count the number of surfaces or number of squares, forget the surfaces, just the number of squares that are there in this question figure, it came to 13. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. When I count the number of squares in first figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. वहां पे 12 squares है. So A is not possible. Next part, I will just, when I compare the number of squares in B, C, and D, all of them had actually 13. You can check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 9, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. यहाँ पे भी 13 है. So all the A, B, C, and D have 13. Now what should I do? A तो I eliminated. When I come with the next option figure B, C, and D, I will actually look at how the folds will be happening. So ये fold करके ऊपर आएगा यहाँ पे. So this surface is taken care of. ये वाला जो पार्ट है आपका यहाँ पे आएगा, ये वाला जो पार्ट है यहाँ पे आएगा, ये वाला जो पार्ट है यहाँ पे आएगा, और ये वाला जो पार्ट है यहाँ पे, ये वाला पार्ट आएगा, और ये वाला पार्ट यहाँ पे आएगा. So this is taken care of. Then I am cutting this goes up, and then this fills in the top part. So the 3 dimensions of the L part is also taken care of, ये भी taken care of है. So that way B is correct because every surface is, and these 2 other parts which act as fillers इसके ऊपर. ये जो भी fillers आपके बाकी है, वो fillers में 1, 2, 1, 2 will get accommodated without thinking anything about. So ये वाले जो भी fillers है, they will be accommodated by these three and then these two. So B is correct that way. Vishwa, correct answer. The next part. The next part, okay. Likewise, so यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, यहाँ पे भी 6 है squares. So which means this whole L2/3 thing will be taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. Plus, ये वाला जो भी fillers है, they will be taken care of. So this continuous edge, once it's done, ये वाला पूरा edge. Once it's done, now I just have to look at this combination of L, ये तीन का combination और ये L का combination. ये जो तीन वाला combination है is happening here. ये जो L और ये दो L comes here, one L here and one L here. So C is also correct. Next part, D. In D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is a problem. यहाँ पे 1, 2, 3. So even if I say, so you know, even if I say 1, 2 and 3, so this will be 1, this will be 2 and this will be 3. There will be an overlap happening at this junction. This ये वाला जो square है will get overlapped by 2 squares here, which means the number of surfaces will in D will be reduced to 12 because ये दो squares आपके overlap हो रहे एक ही जगह पे. So D is not possible. So the correct answer is B and C. Any doubts, any questions? Okay, move to the next one. This also we had done earlier, so I'm just going to very quickly run through. If we had done this earlier also, but it's still a doubt. So I have to find this equation based on whatever information is provided on the top. So if I go by expanding on what is this, what will this equal to? This इसका relationship एक यहाँ पे आ रहा है और एक यहाँ पे आ रहा है. I'll use both the equation. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, I'll just name the equation for my A's. From equation 3, I will replace this combination here. Triangle plus triangle will come here from equation 3. और ये वाला जो है वो मैं equation 5 से I will replace. Triangle, triangle minus triangle will be replaced here. ये वाला यहाँ से from equation 5 and equation 3. In the next part, this plus triangle minus triangle I can eliminate. I will left with triangle plus triangle. Triangle, triangle plus triangle plus triangle. This equation is happening in equation 4 here, which will equal to triangle, diamond, and diamond. Where do I find that? I find that here, D. Any doubt, any questions? It's just a combination of finding patterns and the given equation. I'm not using the equation 1 and 2 here. It is okay. Sometimes not all equations can be used. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. Here you are given a 3D object, this one. This 3D object is made by extruding. Extruding means taking the 2D plane in a third dimension and extruding in such a way that first I will be extruding at an angle, then I will be extruding it at another angle. So this diamond will become a 3D form like this. Likewise, I have to make a 3D form of this new object, sorry, this new plane called y, and I have to find the total number of surfaces the resulting 3D form would have. In this case, if you observe the 3D form very carefully, what you will observe is when I extrude it in the first diagonal angle here, all the edges are going to, of course, become these solid planes, which means the number of surfaces is the number of planes plus the bottom and plus the top surface. But when I extrude it in the other angle dimension, these planes will again be repeated, which means the total number of surfaces will be equal to twice the edges, number of edges of the 2D plane plus the top surface and the bottom surface, which is 2 surfaces. Hence, in this case, the total number of surfaces, let's count it. With y has how many edges? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Outer surface, 7 outer surface plus inner surfaces 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 12. So 2 into 12 plus 2, because the top and the bottom surface also needs to be counted. Twenty-four plus 2, 26. Any doubts, any questions?
Ma'am,
Yes?
for X, shouldn't it be 12, but they've given 11 surfaces?
Where?
I mean the question.
1 second. It has 11 surfaces in total. X1 is a 3D form using. Okay, so X1 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, 5, 10, and then 11. Okay, so it has not counted the bottom surface then in that case. Yes. So it has not counted the bottom surface, it has just counted the top surfaces. Then it will be 11 surfaces. I have not seen that, I'm sorry. So this 2 will be actually 1. It should be 25. Sorry, it will be 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at the bottom, so 10, and then top one, 11. Thank you so much. 5 on the bottom, 5 on the top, and then plus 1. Okay, we'll move the next one. Yeah. So here you are given a three transparent glass pieces with different engravings. They are to be overlapped one on top of other with the red corner matching each other. What is the total number of triangles in the resulting figure? Okay. So let's just draw the resulting figure first. I'm just using the first one. You can, in your exam, you need to actually sketch all of these three together to get some better clarity. So from this part, I will be getting, sorry, this one here. This one here. And then I'll be getting this one here from this part. From the other part here, I will be getting a triangle, this one. And then another edge, which is this one. Yeah, so the resulting figure will actually look something like this. Okay. Yeah, it will be something like that. Now, if I were to count the number of triangles, it's again an equation basis. I'm going to do that. Sorry. So 1, 2, 3 triangles. Likewise, so there will be 3 triangles happening like this. Likewise, 3 triangles on all the 4 sides. So 12 triangles total. After this, I will use a combination of the outer triangles. So 1 triangle here, 2 triangles, second here.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, it's not joined. I mean, there's no line in the bottom right corner.
There's no line in the bottom right corner. 1 second. Ah, okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't saw that. Sorry. No, sorry, I'll erase it. Thank you so much. Sorry, I missed that. So it will be yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, so 1 second. So it will be 1, 2, and 3. So 3 and 3. So 6. On the other 2 quadrant, I get 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 likewise. So I get 2 multiplied by 2, 4. What word is this? In the next phase, I take the bigger triangles. One second, not that. One. And do we get another one of that diagonal? Yes. On this side. So 2. And then when I go to the inner circle, sorry, inner triangle, using this purple diagram, I get 4 such triangles. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, is there any diagram which is remaining besides these? Let me check now. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have counted these, I have counted these, I have counted these, I have counted these. Into the outer. I'll draw it here. Chalo. Don't have a space. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So this will add up to 6 plus 4, 10, 8 plus 2, 10, 20. So I took this, I'm just drawing it here. Yeah. 1 triangle, second, third, and then fourth. So all the 4 triangles on all the 4 sides. Bigger ones, but. Any doubts, any questions?
मैम बट जो लास्ट वाले अपने इनर वाले ट्राइंगल्स कैलकुलेट किए वो तो हम लोगों ने पहले भी ले चुके हैं ना 6 वाले
No,
में।
we have not taken that. 1 second. ये नहीं लिया है आपने, ऐसे नहीं लिए है ट्राइंगल्स आपने, कॉम्बिनेशन नहीं लिए दोनों के. वी हैव टेकन इंडिविजुअल क्वाड्रेंट. ये जो क्वाड्रेंट है ना, आपने इसके इंडिविजुअल लिए है, आपने 2 क्वाड्रेंट के कंबाइन नहीं लिए है वहां पे. We did this exercise for the bigger one. We did this exercise for the secondary one also. But सबसे इनर वाले के लिए 2 क्वाड्रेंट वाले कंबाइन नहीं लिए हमने. Is it clear?
मतलब आपने 2 डायगोनल से पूरे पूरे ट्राइंगल्स ले लिए।
हाँ, so smaller, जैसे we combined the bigger triangle here, ऐसे हमने जैसे बड़ा वाला जो ट्राइंगल है उसमें 2 क्वाड्रेंट को कंबाइन करके काउंट किया, छोटे वाले का भी 2 क्वाड्रेंट को कंबाइन करके काउंट किया. वैसे भी इनर सबसे इनर मोस्ट क्वाड्रेंट जो सर्कल सॉरी जो स्क्वायर है उसका भी हमको कॉम्बिनेशन काउंट करना बाकी था. दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. इज इट क्लियर?
ओके मैम।
एनी डाउट्स, एनी क्वेश्चंस? Okay. Let's see if it is a shorter one. Yeah, let's just quickly do this. Okay. After this, we'll end to this session. You have done this earlier. I don't know how much earlier, but you have done it earlier. You're given 12 sticks. Yeah. The structure can be elongated. It can be elongated. It can also be compressed. Okay. It's a hinge structure. These are the hinges. The distance between B and Q is given 150 root 6. This is when this angle is 90 degree. When this angle becomes 60 degree, what will be the total distance? What will this distance be? The total distance between BQ will be how much if this angle which change from 90 to will change to 60 degree from 90 degrees. So you can solve it. I will do it here to get parallelly also. In the current situation, I need to find this dimension x, the stick dimension, which is x. Why? Because this stick dimension is not going to change. Kn dimension or hk dimension or even EH dimension will change depending on what this angle will be, but the stick dimension is not going to change. So in this case, the first thing that I will do is I will consider a triangle point with a point X in the center. I will take this triangle, say KXM or MXK, whatever, MXK. This angle is 45, this is 90 degree. So I have to find the hypotenuse. So can anybody tell me what is the function that I'm looking at, cos or sine? I know this dimension. ये वाला, this is 150 root 6. This this is the total dimension between B and Q. Likewise, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 segments in between. So the total, I have 5 such segments. One second. I have 5 such segments in between. So total Kn ka value will be 150 divided by 150 root 6 divided by 5, which will be, I'm not saying approximately, it will be equal to 30 root 6. 30 root 6 ka kx ka value will be, so therefore kx value will be 30 root 6 divided by 2, because kx is half of the total dimension kn. So kx value I know, it's 15 root 6. In mx, cos, thank you Kavya, it will be a cos function, cos 45 kxm, because it's adjacent value. This is adjacent value, I'll say y, which is 15 root 6. Kx value is adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. So kx upon hypotenuse is mk, which will be equal to, kx ka value I know, 15 root 6 upon hypotenuse is x. Cos 50 value I know, cos 50 is root 3 by 2, which was equal to 15 root 6 upon x. So the value of x will be equal to one second, let me check. Root 3 by 2. Sorry. It's cos 45 is 1 by root 2. I'm sorry. Why am I doing this? So, sorry. So x will be equal to 15 into, so 6 can also be written as root 3 multiplied by root 2 multiplied by this root 2 will go on top, multiplied by root 2, which will be equal to root 2 root 2 will multiply to form 2. So it will be x is equal to 30 root 3. when this, I'm just taking this M, X, and K, the new triangle. When this becomes 30 degree, this total is 60. This is K, this is N, this is M, and this is L. This is X. In this new condition, when this angle becomes 60 degree, this half of it will become 30 degree. In that condition, Anvi, wrong answer. Vishwa, correct answer. Yeah. In this new condition, I will take the value of cos 30 degree, because if I have to find kx, which is x, and I know this angle, which is 30, km ka value I found here, x jo ye wala value hai, I replace it here. This is 30 root 3. So I'll go with cos 30. Cos 30 in this triangle, again kxm will be equal to kx upon km, which is equal to kx value is x, km value is 30 root 3. Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2, which is equal to x upon 30 root 3. 3 and 3 will add up. So x will be equal to 30 into 3 upon 2. This is 15. So x ka value will be 15 into 3. 45. I know the value of x to be 45. This x value is this much. Ye chota sa value is x. There are 10 such components. In this whole BQ dimension, xk aise 10 components hai, because this total is 5. This one part is made up of 2x dimension. Likewise, I have 5 such dimension. So updated b dash q dash will be equal to 10 multiplied by 45, which will be equal to 450, not approximately. Will be equal to 420, 450, whatever is the dimension. We are not provided, so I'll write just 450. Any doubts, any questions? Okay. With this, we'll end today's session. Thank you so much.